Louis Tomlinson has finally fulfilled a long-standing promise to his Indian fans, delivering an electrifying and emotional performance at Lollapalooza India 2025. The former One Direction member took the stage in Mumbai on March 9, making it not only his debut in India but also his first public performance since the tragic loss of his brother, Liam Payne. The concert was nothing short of a spectacle, with fans pouring their hearts out as they witnessed Tomlinson's powerful and emotional return to the stage. A promise fulfilled after 6 long years. Tomlinson's connection with his Indian fanbase dates back to the early years of One Direction's rise to global fame. However, despite the massive popularity of the band in India, they never managed to schedule a tour stop in the country. Over the years, Louis repeatedly expressed his desire to perform in India, even making a public promise to his Indian fans in 2019 during a social media Q&A session. In January 2025, Tomlinson finally confirmed the long-awaited news: he would be headlining Lollapalooza India. The announcement came as a beacon of excitement for Directioners in India, who had been waiting patiently for this moment. Tomlinson took to social media platform X, formerly Twitter, to share his excitement, writing, "Hope everyone's doing alright. Had a good break, looking forward to getting back to it. India is going to be special, it's somewhere I've dreamt of playing for a long time." For many fans, this was not just another concert. It was the culmination of 6 years of anticipation and hope. The fact that the concert would mark Tomlinson's return to the spotlight after the tragic passing of Liam Payne made it all the more poignant. An emotional start and a dramatic entrance. The atmosphere at the Mumbai venue was electric even before Tomlinson stepped on stage. Thousands of fans, many wearing 1D-themed outfits and holding homemade signs, filled the concert grounds, eagerly awaiting his arrival. Just before the show began, the massive digital screens above the stage flickered to life. A video of Tomlinson appeared, showing him seated at a desk with a pen and paper. In the dim light, he smiled and began writing a message that read, "India. Told you so." The message sent the crowd into a frenzy. Fans screamed and waved their glow sticks as the lights dimmed dramatically. A few seconds later, the stage erupted with bright lights and Tomlinson emerged, jumping in excitement and raising his arms as the crowd exploded with cheers. The energy in the venue was palpable as he launched into his opening track, setting the tone for an unforgettable night. Opening words, a heartfelt connection. After the first song, Tomlinson paused to take in the massive crowd before speaking to the audience. His voice, tinged with emotion, reflected the magnitude of the moment. "Never in a million years did I ever think I'd be in India when I was a young lad, and never did I think I'd be performing here. It's mind-blowing, man. I can't get my head around it. I love you." The raw honesty in his words resonated deeply with the audience. Tomlinson's ability to connect with his fans through heartfelt sincerity has always been one of his defining traits, and this moment solidified that bond. A tribute to Liam Payne. Tomlinson's Lollapalooza debut came under the shadow of personal tragedy, the passing of his brother and former bandmate, Liam Payne, earlier in the year. While Tomlinson kept his emotions largely in check throughout the performance, there were subtle yet meaningful nods to Payne's memory. Midway through the set, Tomlinson sat down at the piano and began playing a stripped-down version of Two of Us, the song he wrote about the loss of his mother in 2019. As he sang the lyrics, "So I will keep you day and night, here until the day I die, I'll be living one life for the two of us." Many fans in the audience were visibly moved, some wiping away tears. Before starting the song, Tomlinson addressed the audience softly. "This one's for my brother. I miss you, mate." The emotional tribute was one of the most poignant moments of the night, reminding everyone of the close bond Tomlinson shared with Payne and the personal strength it took to return to the stage after such a loss. A nod to One Direction, reliving the glory days. While Tomlinson has made a name for himself as a solo artist, he hasn't forgotten his roots. To the delight of longtime Directioners, he performed 2 of One Direction's biggest hits, Night Changes and Drag Me Down. The opening notes of Night Changes sent the crowd into a frenzy, with fans singing every word at the top of their lungs. Tomlinson smiled broadly, often turning the mic toward the audience to let them take over the chorus. "You guys are incredible. I can't believe how loud you are." Drag Me Down was equally powerful, with the crowd jumping and dancing as Tomlinson's energetic performance ignited the venue. The sense of nostalgia was overwhelming, with many fans clutching their hearts and holding up signs that read, "Always in our hearts, 1D." The setlist, a perfect balance. Tomlinson's setlist was a carefully curated blend of his solo work and classic One Direction hits. Songs like Walls, Kill My Mind, and We Made It showcased his evolution as a solo artist, while older tracks brought a sense of familiarity and comfort to fans. Full setlist. Walls, Kill My Mind, We Made It, Night Changes, One Direction cover, Two of Us, Copy of a Copy of a Copy, Habit, Drag Me Down, One Direction cover, Don't Let It Break Your Heart, Defenseless, Back to You. Each song was met with enthusiastic cheers, and Tomlinson's genuine interactions with the crowd elevated the atmosphere. He often leaned down toward the front row, making eye contact with fans and reaching out to touch their hands. Fan reactions and social media buzz. Fans immediately took to social media to share their excitement and emotional reactions. Lewis Tomlinson just performed Night Changes in India and I Am Not Okay, one fan tweeted, accompanied by a video clip of the performance. Others shared emotional reflections on Tomlinson's tribute to Liam Payne. Seeing Lewis sing Two of Us live after everything he's been through, my heart is breaking. The hashtag Lewis in India quickly trended worldwide, with millions of fans celebrating Tomlinson's milestone performance. Closing the night on a high note. As the concert neared its end, Tomlinson took a moment to thank the audience. I've waited so long for this moment and you've made it better than I could have ever imagined. India, you have my heart forever. He closed the show with Back to You, a fan-favorite track that had the entire crowd singing in unison. As the final notes echoed through the venue, confetti rained down from above, and Tomlinson stood at the edge of the stage, taking it all in with a smile. A historic moment for Lewis and Directioners. Lewis Tomlinson's debut at Lollapalooza India 2025 was more than just a concert. It was a deeply emotional and historic moment for both the artist and his fans. For Tomlinson, it marked the fulfillment of a 6-year-old promise and a triumphant return to the stage after personal heartbreak. For Directioners, it was a long overdue celebration of the bond they've shared with Tomlinson since the early days of One Direction. As fans left the venue that night, one thing was clear. Lewis Tomlinson had not only delivered an unforgettable performance, he had created a moment in history that Indian Directioners will cherish forever.